Dear children, today we are going to learn something interesting about plants. You all know this is root, stem and leaf. You also know that plants can grow and it can prepare its own food. But do you know who is doing all these functions? See, we grow, we breathe, we think. Who helps us to do all these things? Our internal organs like heart, kidney, lungs. They perform important functions in our body. Similarly, plants do have internal parts which we cannot see and they too perform important functions. Today we are going to learn about plant anatomy and plant physiology. Anatomy means study of internal parts and physiology means functions. So today we are going to learn about the internal parts of plants and its functions. Before going into the lesson, you must know how an organ is formed. See, atoms are organized to form molecules, molecules into organelles, organelles into tissues, tissues into cells, and all these are combined to form organ. This is how an organ is formed. In this lesson, we are going to see mainly about tissues. See, there are three types of tissue system. One is epidermal tissue system, the other one is ground tissue system, and the other one is vascular tissue system. Now, we are going to see what are all the tissues present in these tissue system and what function these tissues are doing. That is what we are going to see now, okay? If you take epidermal tissue system, epidermis and periderm, these two tissues you can see in epidermal tissue system. Understood? Now, what function these two tissues are doing, that we are going to see next. This periderm tissue you can see mostly in older stems and roots. This epidermis consists of stomata, cuticle and root hairs. See, this epidermis is the outermost layer. Okay, what is the work of this epidermis? It protects the inner tissues. Okay, and small pores you can see in the epidermis. These small pores are nothing but stomata. Okay, the stomata helps in transpiration. Transpiration means water loss. It will check the water loss. Okay, and the outermost layer of the epidermis is the cuticle. Okay, so what is the work of this cuticle? It checks the evaporation of water. Okay, next you can see the root hairs. What is the work of this root hairs? It absorbs water and minerals. So this is the work of these two tissues. Okay, again I'll repeat, epidermis is the outermost layer. It protects all the inner tissues. A small minute pores you can see in epidermis, that is called stomata. It helps in transpiration. Then root hairs. Root hairs absorbs water and minerals to all the parts of the plants. Absorbs water and minerals. Cuticle is present on the outer wall of the epidermis. It checks evaporation of water. Now, next one is ground tissue system. What are the tissues present in this ground tissue system? Parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue and sclerenchyma tissue. These three tissues are found in ground tissue system. Now, what is the work of these tissues? It helps in photosynthesis. It helps in food storage. Regeneration. Regeneration means again it helps the plant to grow. Okay, it supports, gives support for the plant, protection. So all these functions are done by these tissues. Okay, now next is vascular tissue system. This is very important. In this tissue system you can see xylem tissue and phloem tissue. These two tissues can be found in vascular tissue system. These two tissues are present in the form of vascular bundles. And before that, let me tell what function these two tissues are doing. Xylem conducts water and minerals. Xylem takes water and minerals to all parts of the plant, and phloem prepares its food materials. Phloem takes food materials to all parts of the plant. Now, the xylem and phloem tissue are generally found in the form of bundles. Okay, that is called vascular bundles. Now we are going to see how these xylem and phloem tissue are found in roots. In roots, they are found in the form of radial bundles. Okay, what is radial bundles? Radial bundles is nothing but where xylem and phloem are in different radii alternating each other. You can see in this diagram, this is xylem and this is phloem. Okay, xylem are present alternating to each other and phloem are present alternating to each other. They are in different radius. This is called radial bundles. Okay, now coming to this, next one is conjoint bundles. Okay, in conjoint bundles, xylem and phloem are present in the same radius. See, this is conjoint bundles. They are present in the same radius and they are in turn divided into two. One is collateral and bicollateral. In collateral bundle, xylem will be present in the center and phloem towards the periphery. Just see the diagram. Xylem is present in the center and phloem is present towards the periphery. Okay, this collateral bundle is again divided into two. One is open, the other one is closed. Only small difference between these two. If cambium, this is cambium, which is dividing xylem and phloem. Okay, if cambium is present, it is open collateral. If cambium is absent, it is closed collateral. Okay, so this is about the collateral bundle. The next one is bicollateral. Bicollateral means, just look at the diagram. Xylem and phloem, phloem in bicollateral, phloem is present on both inner and outer side of xylem. See, phloem is present both inner and outer side of xylem. This is xylem. Okay. Next, we are going to see concentric bundles. In concentric bundles, what happens is xylem either completely surrounds phloem or phloem completely surrounds xylem. So these two things happens in concentric bundles. It is again divided into two. One is amphivasal, the other one is amphicribal. Amphivasal is this one, whereas you can see xylem completely surrounds phloem. Okay, this is amphicribal. In this, phloem completely surrounds xylem. See, quickly again I'll explain this vascular tissue system once again. A vascular tissue system consists of two tissues, xylem and phloem. Xylem takes water and minerals to all the parts and phloem takes food materials. Usually xylem and phloem are present in the form of bundles, that is called vascular bundles. So it is divided into three. It is present in the form of three bundles. One is radial bundles, conjoint bundles and concentric bundles. In radial bundles, xylem and phloem will be in different radius. In conjoint bundles, it will be in the same radius. It is further divided into collateral and bicollateral. Collateral means xylem will be present in the center and phloem will be present towards the periphery. Okay, it is again divided into open and closed. Open means cambium will be present, closed means cambium will not be present. Next, it is further divided into bicollateral, collateral and bicollateral. Collateral means bicollateral means phloem. Just look at this diagram. Phloem will be present in both outer and inner side of xylem. Next one is concentric bundles. Concentric bundles, in this, xylem completely surrounds phloem or phloem completely surrounds xylem, vice versa. Okay, it is again divided into amphivasal and amphicribal. In amphivasal, xylem surrounds phloem, whereas in amphicribal, phloem surrounds xylem. Thank you.